The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Good evening, travelers and those like. Welcome to the show. I am the quintessential cosmic traveler himself, Ed the Hitman Odell.
And I am Rhonda Harris.
And you are watching the Orion Effect right here on the R.I.F Nation Network. What's up, girly girl?
Ooh, I'm excited for this show.
We're going to take about 5 to 10 minutes, as we always do. This is the pre-show. We get catching up on each other because we're in parts of the States now.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about some paranormal. We are back to our ground zero of where the show started.
Yep.
So get to hear a little bit of what she's been doing. We see what we were doing a little bit. And then we're going to bring in our special guest. Of course, this is the live episode of the Wilfong Apartment Live. Cannot wait to bring you some of this information. But before we jump into that, Let's get that greedy deedy down and see what's been going on. What has been going on with you? Look at that, my background. What happened to my background? What's been going on with you? What have you been doing?
What have I
in
been
this last week?
doing? Well, I want to start out by saying that Sarah did amazing last weekend filling in. I thoroughly enjoyed. I watched the show Monday. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just love Maxim. He is just the first time I interviewed him, I was like, this guy is so cool. Like, he makes it easy, right?
Right.
He makes it really easy, but man, he's such a good guest. But Sarah knocked it out of the park. I'm so proud of her.
She did an amazing job. I think she did an amazing job. You know,
Yeah.
she's talking like, "Oh my gosh, no, I didn't." Yes, she did. So when I, so okay, well, you know what? Hey, you guys, you're getting me in pure form because for some reason my background's not working tonight, so I ain't sweating it. Ain't a
You
big
know,
welcome.
technology, just technologies all over the place when it wants to. So,
Right. Um, so let's get a little pump and pride in there. What's FPRI doing? What's Belgrove? What's the
oh,
stuff?
well, right now, actually, this is a weekend off for us. This is a weekend off for us. We had Sage Paracon out at Belgrove last weekend. And of course, that is for us anyway. It's a 3-day event for the guests, but it's a 4 to 5 day event for us between getting things together and taking things down. And it's put on by MJ Dixon from the UK.
Mhm. Now
So where
they
did I go?
oh, I'm right here.
What the
Uh,
heck? You warned me.
we
So,
actually saw some pictures of her and everybody
yeah,
this week. So
yeah.
it's really cool.
So she's been in the States now. This is week 3.
Mhm.
So we started out, of course, she was with us down at the beach. And then we had Sage Paracon, so she was in Port Royal for, a week. And then now she's out west. So
And let's go ahead and explain. Give everybody a little detail on who MJ is.
so
And then
MJ Dixon is a paranormal investigator out of the UK. She has been on a couple of different paranormal TV shows, but she's also a producer, which I think a lot of people don't do. She produces more than she's on shows. But every once in a while, it'll be funny. I'll be in here watching, and like Paranormal Captured is one of the shows she was on, and I'll have it in the background noise in my living room, and all of a sudden I'll hear this British voice come through, and I'm like, it's MJ.
Hey,
She comes here. She comes to the States a couple times every year for different events and different things. But for the last, I think this was the 4th or 5th year, she does an event called Sage Paracon at Belgrove Plantation in Port Conway, and it's a three-day event. And I mean, it's a Paracon by all rights, meaning we have speakers and that kind of thing. However, it's a very intimate setting. She limits it to like 40 or 50 tickets. So you really get immersed with the speakers all week because they are sitting in the same lectures you're sitting in on. They've got their tables with their books and you can go say hi. So it was a really good time. She had a lot of good speakers this year. Of course, we had Richard Estep. He's joined us several times out at Belgrove. Brad Blair, Tim Shaw. Amazing meeting.
Oh, Tim Shaw, Animal
Yeah.
Boy.
I enjoyed talking to him.
Tim Shaw's a hoot.
He's such a good medium, but it's so crazy to watch him because he's also got this stage presence about him.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. He's a showman, but this amazing medium on top of it. So
And he is one of those that has presence.
yes, he has a lot of presence, and he keeps your attention. And of course, some of our own from FPRI talk. Tyler Darnell did a talk on photography, and Kim Sage did a lecture and workshops too on reincarnation. So it's an exhausting weekend, but in all the best ways. But when I say I got home, and I say Sunday night, this is really Monday morning. When I say I got home at 3 a.m. and slept till noon, I am not exaggerating. and was worthless Monday.
Oh, look, it's finally made it.
And now it decided to pop in.
I know,
So
right?
it's a great. She's doing it again. I think the dates are October 9th, 10th, and 11th,
Okay.
2026. So she'll be back
Excellent.
next year.
Well, we are going to get right into it. I'm just doing it quick because we missed you. We
I
missed you.
know. I missed y'all. I could, but like I said, because Sarah, I wanted to show Sarah support, and so I watched. But also just because Maxim's so good, and I knew the two of you. When Ryan and I had Maxim on our show, Ryan messaged me right after. He's like, "We've got to hook him up with Howie." So, yeah.
It's interesting how he reached out to us for this show, and I'm really excited. And I'm going to toot our horn just a little bit because I feel completely respected and honored in some ways. Last week, he gave us props on our prequel, on how we deliver the beginning of the show, the professionalism that we apply on this budget that we have. And, he was so easy to talk to.
Man, he is just like I was supposed to go out to. He was at the ECBRO Bigfoot Con this year. He was a speaker there, and I tried to get out there. I didn't make it out, but I wanted to go. He's one of the people I wanted to go so I could meet him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we are attempting sometime either next month or in the beginning of the year to meet up. He's going to be traveling on 81, so he'll be coming through Roanoke, and he wants to meet up. And I'm like, I'm all for it. Let's do lunch together. So I'm really excited about, again, this show's energetic power that it's starting to build back up. It's grading.
Yes.
It's people, the presence, and the meaning behind it. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, there's so many people out there. If you want to say hello to everybody, then
Sure. I see we've got a lot of people online, but hello, Ryan Jones and Michelle Wilfong. She's in the chat if anybody wants to say hello. And then Jen from Newfoundland, Paranormal NL Podcast, PNL. So we are so excited. I see more of y'all out there, so please be nice and tell us hello so we can say hi back. But we are excited to get this show going.
We are. Now, go ahead. Share us out. We need to be seen. This show, this network needs to be heard. The only way we're going to do it is with you guys. Yep. Let's just be honest. The more you share out, the more you like, the more you get us out there, the more we see, the more we can do. Because, that's our goal. We want to become a self-sufficient network. We can't do that right now. We want to get there. So we're asking you guys, help us out. Get us shared out. Let your friends know who we are. Let them know we've been here for a long time. We like our corner, but we want a little bigger.
Yes.
A little bigger. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Haunted Locations Wilfong Apartment on site, research by Michelle Wilfong in conjunction with PDX Paranormal. This is the first documented live of this location. We're excited to bring you the very first on air. And ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Wilfong joins us right now. Hey!
Hello.
How are you, love? Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, you excited about this?
Yeah, I want to share some of this out and get some feedback on
You
some
think
of
we're
the
gonna? You think we're gonna trip Rhonda out tonight?
Well,
Yeah, I
bet
think
you
so.
are. That's why I've been excited all day.
Let me tell you, she has got. You know what? Okay, hold on. Look, let's throw some honesty out there. Okay, I am 90% scientific when it comes to my research and investigating. That 20%, I'm still working in the spur world. She got that covered. But I want everybody to know right now, and Michelle can tell you, today was the first day I touched these files. I did not touch them at all until 30 minutes to the show.
Okay.
Michelle can verify. So I took that 30 minutes to go, all right, let me check out my notes. And I was not going to lie. I've been questioning about this case. Now, there's a difference in wording. You have to understand that, Michelle. I think you know us by now. It's not that I don't believe you, because I have faith in you. It's that it's the technical side of hauntings and activity that I have to question. Because if I'm not questioning it, then why are we doing this? Right?
Exactly.
So, with that being said, and some questions that I have, and now you've brought PDX in. We're excited to work with PDX Paranormal. We're hopefully have them on in the next episode. Hopefully.
Yeah.
With that, hey, my brother's in the house, another frog brother. So, with that being said, what I saw and what I experienced in the last 30 minutes, I'm excited to share with everybody else, along with the material and items that you've encountered and come with PDX. So before we get into the videos, Rhonda, do you have any questions before we get started? Because
None.
I don't know if you're already starting to tap in. Now,
No.
well,
I'm curious to see what new we've got to look at.
well, again, girl, because we're going to need you tonight for the next 45 minutes.
Okay. I
Michelle,
can tell you I've got chill bumps. I know that.
Michelle, can we say that you are live on the location right now of the haunted activity?
Yes, I am. I could turn on Ovilus, see if we get a word or something.
Sure,
while
if you want to turn that on, that makes this, that's what we're all about. This is a live investigation. We're just giving the findings of PDX and then the the findings of what they did, and then we're going to talk together about these videos. So before we get started, now we're on that. I see Ron is starting to tap in a little bit. Michelle, tell us what PDX has told you up to this point. What did they find so far? And who is PDX?
we have a NOR, N-O-R, and then Canyon, or Canyon and Year. Ovilus is noisy. Smooth. Okay, PDX Paranormal. I met on Eddie and Jen's live stream, and she's
good people.
8 minutes away from me, 10 minutes away. So it was really great. She came over. We did an investigation around 9 p.m. till around 1.
Okay.
And we captured some great stuff, some great EVPs on the little recorder thing.
Okay.
And lots of activity with the REM pod, and then another device that captures temperature and movement. So there's a lot of activity centered near the TV and my cat closet, and it was just going off. It didn't stop all night. So she said it's definitely haunted, but we got some potty mouth EVPs, to say the least.
That happens.
And some are a little unsettling.
Before we get into those, there, because I actually, like I said, I've already looked through them, and I found more than y'all did. I've downloaded all these now into my own personal file, so I can start the audio research on it. And I found another EVP that y'all might have missed, so I'm excited about that one.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I'm going to be taking that through Audacity for our next meeting to come together. But what other pieces of equipment did they do? Did they do a flat base? In other words, did they just go through the house first and do their standard writings, or did they just jump into the case?
It was just one person, Emmy. She has great equipment. I think she has every piece of equipment you can think of. So she tried all kinds of equipment, including an old school Spirit Box 7 that does like the radio.
PSP
and we were able to get some feedback on that as well. So just about every device. It didn't move the balloon, and it didn't move the candle flames, but they weren't in the area where it was most active.
Oh, y'all tried the candle. Y'all used the candle testing.
Right. So we could see if there was a wind for it to, move the balloon. We wanted to make sure there was no drafts, to move the balloon around. So we were trying to make sure, everything was on the level, so we could, do it right. she definitely said it's haunted. She's going to come back so we can do a overnight when it's most active.
Gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. Why is there we go? I don't know what the world. Oh, look at the world. Everything. So, and that's great. I'm glad you're trying new things, and that's what they need to do with you. Have you started to build the equipment? Did you need that list to see what we can help you with?
Yeah, I'm going to start building my own. I have ovulists and a couple of EMF detectors. Next, I want to get REM pod and like another spirit box or maybe a app on the phone.
Okay. All right.
Spirit Talker. A lot of people have good luck with Spirit Talker and Necrophonics, I think it is.
Necrophonics, absolutely, absolutely. So
Would like to try those.
I'm going to hand it on over to Rhonda, see if she has any questions and ask those questions, and then maybe we'll just dive right into what we got.
I'd rather just dive right in because I don't think I have any questions because we've had a little bit of understanding of the location. So I'm ready to just dive in.
You ready? You're ready? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You two talk for a second. Let me get everything set up, and we'll get that going.
So, Michelle, has there been anything that's occurred since we last had you on the show that was really, you've got activity all the time, but is there anything different than what you've experienced before?
I wouldn't say different. I've always had good and sort of evil, negative here. So just more unsettling EVPs, I would say, or I'm just learning to catch them better than I was before because they're so hard to understand. So
Yeah.
I think I'm starting, right. So yeah, that's been a little unsettling trying to get used to that. And some of them aren't very kind, but I can't give in to fear because fear will make it worse.
Exactly.
And I can't get mad because that will have an effect too. So I have to remain calm and level-headed and deal with it. Right? With more investigation.
Yeah, I would not feed the fear. And spirits are just like us. They just might not be in the mood one day and you're gonna hear some not so nice stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Now that we got it plugged in, we're all together here. You know what? I see something. I want to adjust something real quick. Will it let me do it? Yeah. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to try something real quick. It just make it a little easier to come back to that. Don't worry. I have an.
Bring it back.
There we go. I have an angle. All right. So now let's bring that file back up. All right. Now I have my own thinking, my own saying about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this over a few times. I'm going to let y'all hear it out. Then I'll let Michelle, if you would, just give us a description of what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And again, make sure we talk about the investigator on site because mad props. They got to get props. They're part of this now. So let me get back over here. Just let me know when y'all are ready.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All right. So let me make sure this is good. And let's roll.
Yeah. Crazy, right? Yeah. I just wanted to show you that. We're good. Crazy, right? It's like, what? There's something on your door over here I want to see. Also, I have seen like faces. Yeah, okay. It's like someone broke it or something to get in. It looked like a hand. That's why I was like, the fuck is that? It looked like a hand on the thing. Oh, another weird thing. It looked like a hand. That's why I was like, the fuck is that? It looked like
it said shut the F
up. Like a hand. That's why I was like, the fuck is that? It looked like
hear it.
Yeah.
Play it again.
It's let me play it again.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you that. We're good. Crazy, right? It's like, What? There's something in the door over here I want to see. Also, I have seen like faces. Yeah, it's like someone broke it or something to get in. It looked like a hand. That's why I was like, the fuck is that? The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
That's it.
The fuck is that?
What it said, all right.
It looked like a hand. The fuck is that? It looked like a hand on the.
Okay. Rhonda, let's bring you into the fold on this.
Yeah, because it sounded like the fuck is that? But it almost felt like to me, because it's clearly something that happened. It almost felt like a residual.
Okay. All right.
And I just say that because I feel like it's whatever happened to that door.
Oh, so you think maybe it's attached to the door in some way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Michelle,
That area is really concentrated with energy, the front door and the closet when you walk in. So that area is really concentrated. And I feel like it's something that's stuck here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did have a few questions before we go back into the rest of the audio. First, what was the young lady's name again?
Emmy.
Emmy. We want to make sure this is all documented. With that, do you know if were you there when did she take pictures? And was she taking pictures at the time that you were videoing right there?
Yeah, she took pictures and she has video too. She hasn't edited yet. So I actually had to screen record some of that off of the
That was so clear. That was so clear. I thought it was one of you.
You know, all right. So here's what I want to do. And Rhonda, tell me what you think. And you guys out in chat, talk to us. Let us know. Because, we're doing
there
this
was
together.
also an arrow in that picture. At the same time the voice comes through, there was a flash like an orb.
We're going to talk about that.
They're just like a flash.
We're definitely going to talk about that because there was something before that happened. But I wanted to bring up the fact that there was a flash that we saw.
Yep.
Then she walked past, and then the brightness flashed up again. So it reflected off her hair. That's why I need to find out if she took a picture or not. So you're saying she did take a picture while this was filming, correct?
I don't think she was taking pictures during that, but she was taking pictures, I think, after that. But she took snapshots, during the night, screenshots, snapshots, whatever you call them.
Right. This is what we needed because when I'm doing film evidence and you heard Rhonda, we're looking for those things, those variables. And that was a variable. That's the very first variable. And there's a reason. And Rhonda, did you catch the other part that was a part of that flash?
Well, I mean, I saw a flash right after Michelle walked back.
Okay.
And then I saw the orb. I might have missed the other flash.
Okay. This is the really interesting part. So, Michelle, walk us through. You did say y'all saw something. Did you see this or was it just caught on camera where you put the arrows?
It was just caught on camera.
Okay.
We didn't see it or hear the EVP with our ears or eyes.
Okay. Now, does she, and I've got to ask it like this because I want to make sure we do this right. Do I have permission to take that into Audacity to make sure that is not her?
Her camera? Yeah, we can zoom in on the video and make sure there was nothing in her hands.
Well, I need to do the audio. So when y'all are at the door, I need to compare your voice to her voice to that voice that was in the middle. I don't think it's either one of you personally.
I don't think she's at all. Sure.
Hey, Cindy. Cool. Because that's the boundaries of what we can do for you too. And that's what we're, building up. That's what we're all doing this together. I love that fact of what I got from that point at the door. I got whatever it was, either who the F is that, but then I played it back and then I was like, I heard y'all. So it's either y'all effing stop or y'all effing suck.
See, I didn't get that. It sounded like something different to me.
And that's what I didn't want to leave.
Get the F up.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do. We want to hear that. And that way we make our documentation of who's hearing what. And I didn't want to lead. So do y'all want to
Right.
read
Derek
that?
shared that there's that app you can run the voice or the EVPs through to help clean them up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Case
Audacity.
Studie Paranormal, right?
It's
So
Audacity.
that
That's
would be great.
okay. Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, because we know where it's at, let me bring it back up one more time and let's listen to that again.
And that's why I was like, the fuck is that? And that's why I was like, the fuck is that? And that's why I was like, the fuck is that? And that's why I was like,
Yeah. Now I even hear something different.
Okay, I don't hear y'all now. So it changed up on me again. That's interesting. That is really interesting.
Right.
That's really cool. I got to take that into Audacity. I love the fact that right before you get that EVP is when you see that object fly through. Now, we got to remember, y'all just finished moving through the room. Very well, it could have been dust, could have been dander. Um, that's the things we got to make sure of. Also, let's see. I want to make sure it's. And we want also the way how fast it was. We want to make sure it wasn't a bug. I'm not saying it is, but you got to take the conclusion of that to the next step, which is the EVP. Y'all got it like this. So that wasn't. Now, has she seen this video? And if she has, what was her dynamics with it?
She did not see this one, but the one I did share with her with an orb in it, she said she does not believe that there was dust because when we were filming, we were both moving around. And she said dust would be moving, you'd see it with us, and there was no dust moving. Like she said, it was a nice, clean place. There was, it's not like an old building you go investigate where there's lots of dust and things like that. But
And the last
she
time we
was
all talked,
convinced, right, convinced they were orbs because she didn't see how it could be dust or any bugs going on in here. So
now
that
I got to
was
say, this is what I wanted to say with this one too. Is we know that you keep that place very clean because of this situation. But I needed to ask. We need to know that kind of information. And looking at it, it's interesting on what it could be. You guys in chat, speak up. Don't be scared unless y'all are just listening. I know there's many of you out there watching right now. Put your input in. Listen out. Now, here's something I'm going to bring up that maybe y'all didn't catch. And I'm not saying Rhonda. I didn't say you. I just want y'all to hear this real quick. See if y'all catch it.
yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, I just wanted to show you.
There was something right after that she said that.
Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I can't make it out.
Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, I just wanted to show you, right? Yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Crazy, right? Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, it's saying something.
Now, this is why I brought it out, because I'm like, oh, look, we get to work with this. We get to play with this. This is really fresh. Yay. Good. So here's the thing. Now, could it be an EVP? Yeah. Could it have been something else? Yes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back. Rhonda, you heard it. What do you think? What's your input on what you just basically?
It seemed to be an EVP to me. I could not make out what it said. It sounded like a female voice. I don't know if it was a hey or I don't know, but it sounded like a female said something.
Okay.
Very faint.
All right. And during that time, and right after that was the flash. So that caught me off guard. Now, Michelle, I'm not going to sit here and, you know me, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. First, yeah, there very well could be an EVP there because listening to it, I heard something like Rhonda was talking about. I heard it too. However, could it have been you taking a breath? It's a possibility. It is a possibility. But for me to catch it, I'm like, wow. That's why I wanted Rhonda to hear it, because I'm not going to be the only person who goes, oh yes or oh no. So with us doing this, that's why I'm like, all right, Rhonda, what do you got? What do you think? So
And
you got
you're right that the camera and microphone's so sensitive, it picks up everything. So that's why I'm just starting to hear some of the EVPs when I watch videos. So yeah. But she has, I think we did 4 hours of investigating. So we have a lot of footage still to go
Oh
through
yeah.
yet.
and I love that. I love that y'all have so much footage. Okay, that's exciting, especially for one that we're going to be bringing up in just a few minutes, because I only picked these four because these were like, Mwah! But um, that's the other thing. We want to make sure that everybody can see these, and we get the good information from you. And we need that information from her. So if we can take that information during these times and make sure we give the general public and ourselves the right information at that time, we need to make sure we roll and stay on that. Just like right now, with you got the Ovilus out, we probably want to get a RIM pod going for you at some point when we're on live, just to see.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this and see what Rhonda says. We've had on this show, we've had activity.
Yep.
And I'm going to leave it
Yep.
over to Rhonda, let her talk about it, and then we can move in.
So we've had like a lot of things. When Howie and I used to be on location together, I mean, I've been touched while we were doing our live. We've both seen like figures coming down the steps, things like that. But there was one night in particular, 2 nights in particular, that I believe it came through.
Mhm.
One night, the mic just started talking this weird gibberish out of nowhere. Everybody heard it. The other incident was in the location we were at upstairs. It suddenly sounded like somebody was throwing a table across the room.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that particular event.
And when we looked, nothing had happened, but it literally sounded like somebody picked up a table and threw it across the room.
Right. So, Michelle, what I'm telling you, you can get this Audacity program and leave it going all day long in your home, and it'll instantly record it. But you want to make sure you work with it that night or the next day because you don't want to waste space on your hard drive. So maybe get an external hard drive and get this Audacity, get you a outside mic, set it down and leave. Like you've been doing. I think that might be another direction we want to go. We need to get more audio in there. So that's one. What do you think about that, Rhonda? You think so?
I agree.
There you go. So, okay. Let's move on to the next one. This one intrigued.
I feel like that was just a warm up.
Oh, there it is. This is actually the warm up. This one right here. So I'm going to play this a few times. Rhonda, give your input, and then Michelle, go ahead and give us what you feel. We'll work with that. So, folks, here we go. This is the Wilfong Haunted Apartment. This is outside at the Chimes.
Now, something comes out of the right side of the back window and then just sort of evaporates as it goes through. The chimes are in the way, but if you watch it closely, he'll play it back.
Yeah, do it one more. I mean, I saw it immediately.
Now, that one was caught in 2023. And then I have two of the same entity, one that I caught, I think it was 2025.
Now, I like this one because it's setting up for the next one. It's interesting to me because we have verified you weren't smoking that day.
No.
We have verified there was nobody else with you at this time.
No, I was the only one standing outside.
This was just the straight camera, right?
Yes, the Ring camera.
And that's another thing we want to verify: Ring camera. So we've we've been seeing a lot of cases in the last year where these Ring cameras are catching a lot of shit, at a lot of places, locations. And it's good for us because the client can give those teams even more information, like FPRI. I'm sure you guys would definitely use their Ring, which
Oh
you will,
yeah.
you
Oh
know.
yeah.
So, what are you feeling about that one, Rhonda? But
I don't know. It was not a bug. It was not a bird because it was not solid. It almost looked like a fish.
okay, that's funny. Okay, yeah,
I
we're
hate
gonna.
to say it, but it like almost looked like a fish. Um,
Exactly.
my first
Yes.
thought when I saw the fish was like, is it some sort of fairy?
Oh, okay. Oh,
But I didn't see any like sometimes there's light anomalies with fairies. But my
mm,
first thought was fairy, elemental, something of that nature.
okay.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Because
Some
it's not a
research.
spider web,
Right.
and the track it's flying is too far away.
You just debunked our first video from last time. Remember, we were talking. This is the same location where we saw
Yeah.
that first one.
Well, that one it was more like long, and it kind of. But this is different
It's
looking.
completely different, but it's interesting that you brought up the spider web because the last time was this is not a spider web, and I would say Michelle's not going to let that happen now because she's aware that I'm going to be looking for it.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that
I clear spider webs just about every day with the broom out there.
it doesn't feel like spirit energy, but it feels like something of the I say of the earth, but of the elements is what it
So
feels
maybe
like.
ethereal.
Maybe.
Okay. Cindy Waghorn hits. That's quite larger, especially as it rises
Yes.
higher.
Yeah.
Good
Like my
observation.
first thought was like some kind of night kind of bird, but it's not solid, and
It's not.
it doesn't.
I really get excited because the next one, uh, Rob says, "Where is this town? What state? What's the history?" Okay, well, we can hit that real quick. Michelle, it's all yours.
Milwaukee, yeah, Milwaukee, Oregon. And the history is it was Native American land, Clackamas Indians at one time that were wiped out due to disease and war. And then after that, there were orchards, apple, pears, and cherries, German families that grew orchards full of apples, pears, and cherries.
Okay, and see, and that's great when you can give us the history. Now,
Yeah.
before anything else with that land, but let's go to the apartment itself, because let's give Robert and everybody else the whole back end. In the past, is there shown anything of interest that would make people go, "Wow, why is this happening?" In other words, why would there be activity in this apartment?
No trauma, no murders, nothing like that I know of.
There's a
Um,
possibility you brought
Kind
something
of
in.
hard to track if someone did pass here because it's an apartment. You can track the owners, but you can't really track every renter.
Yeah.
And it was built in the 60s, so it's
Right.
been around for a while.
So it does have that residual possibility, Rhonda, with it being in the 60s. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, and I love that part. And Rob, thanks for asking that because these are needed questions to ask. And Michelle's be able to pop you out. She's got this now. So with that, let's go to the next one. And this is the one I get really excited about. So let me bring this up. I'm going to play it a few times, and I'm going to let y'all get the wow factor because I did it. I actually had to have Sarah come over and go, look at this shit. All right. So here we go. Michelle, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Is it playing, Howie?
Oh yeah, can you not see it?
We can't see it. I can't see it.
Okay, hold tight. Let's get it connected back up. Maybe that's what's going on. Bring
Hey,
that.
Christina.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why it just went looping. Hey, girl. Okay, here we go.
What in the hell?
Watch it all the way through, you guys.
This one's beautiful, and I did not feel anything standing there playing on my phone. Wasn't smoking or anything, but it's really kind of beautiful.
Now, I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to bring it back here. We're going to talk it step by step because it's only 7:45. This video can handle a whole 15 minutes. That's my okay, there you go, Robert. I'll go with that. It's a possibility it could have been a Native American burial ground. Oh boy, I don't know about that. I don't know.
We could have.
I think these things outside, I think the Native American aspect of it makes it even more possible that this is some sort of elemental
Okay.
that was part of the land, because that's they followed the four elements and created things for protection of the land and peace of the land. And elementals, I think, I'm more I learn, I feel like they kind of get a bad rep. They can be kind of angsty and kind of problematic. But at the same time, I think it's only because they were given a job, and if you interfere with their job, whatever that job was, or their purpose for being created was, that's when you got problems. When I saw that, the first thing that hit me was fairy.
Okay, that's what you felt.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I haven't seen this since Belnemus, so we're going 10 years now. I have not seen this ectoplasm yet. So getting a capture like this for the first time since then, I'm going hell yeah. This is the video that made me go, oh, okay, we are on like butter. Okay, let me just bring this back up. We're gonna bring it back
What
up.
time of year was that, Michelle?
That was a 2024.
Was it spring, summer, fall?
That one I think was in the spring because it was still raining. And the other one was the first one with the other car was November
Okay.
of 23, and the other one was spring, let's say 3 of 24, like March or April.
Mhm. Well, I am going to go on the line and say this, just from my observation. First, there's not one, there's multiple.
Yeah, it's like one after another after another.
Yeah, there's multiple things going on, which is what led me to ectoplasm. I was going, damn, Skippy. That's exactly what I've seen. I haven't seen it since the location that I did primary research at. I'm kind of thankful that I did Belnemus now because I have so much evidence to support on. What got me was the beginning and end, Rhonda. That really got me. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
Right.
And, Sarah agreed with me too. Check this out.
It's so hard on these because they're like, I feel like I wish I had a big screen to look at them on.
Yeah.
I
do. I put them on the TV and watch them.
Yeah.
Like
Michelle,
that one's really beautiful.
Do we have permission to put this up on the RNN main page?
Yes,
That
definitely.
way people can see it. And Rhonda, I'll send these over to you. Or I can just tag you right in the thread and send these over so you can see them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to get more feedback. The more we post it.
It feels like there's more going on than I can see in this little 5x7 view I have on the screen.
I agree. And it is.
Or actually probably more like 4x6.
Well, okay. Can you go to the right, Rhonda, and you can see where there's a dotted box on your.
Yeah.
Okay, click on that.
Yeah.
So did it open up into a larger screen?
Yeah, and it says like vid 1, vid 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can back out and hit escape. Sometimes if you need to zoom in, you can use that function as host and hostesses and guest. So I just want to bring that up to your attention too.
Can't get out of it now.
Oh, hit escape.
Nope. Nope. That's okay.
Well, that's odd. Okay,
It's all
try.
good. I just can't see the chat now.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, escape. Oh, all right. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
that's
weird.
all about. All right. Well, let me
It's
bring it back up, and then maybe you can see it better, Rhonda. And then
No,
we'll,
it's okay. I'm gonna put them on like, oh gosh. All right. Now, what were you seeing?
okay, right about here.
Uh-huh.
That's the beginning.
Okay.
One is coming from inside, and one's coming from outside. Michelle, do you agree or disagree?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I didn't notice that. Interesting.
Yeah.
What is the one even? Is that just something on concrete beside it? Because it's like that one, and then what's that other one?
Yeah, watch this.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
This right here. No. What I'm seeing is two paths.
Yeah, I see that too.
Bam. There you have this path, which I want to say that's a singular ectoplasm trail. Don't hold me to it, but it looks like that. Why do I feel like Egon? That's awesome. Anyway, then you have this one. So there are two separate trails that come together. Now, when they get here, I'm not so sure I don't know if they merge or if they just run side by side. Sarah thinks they running side by side. That's what she feels. So let y'all see that real quick.
No, I see side by side because I see them separate. I see them even when they get to like the third arrow on the right, the last one, you can actually see two.
Okay. That's what I wanted to check on because, we've got to look at this in every angle. Now, I want to ask a question before we go to the end. Michelle?
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't catch that there's two of them. I see it now.
Hey, that's what I do. That's what we do.
Yay.
Now, let me ask you this.
Check that video again. It's interesting.
Do you remember this day?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall what the weather was like and how you might have been feeling? Was this one of those days that you were feeling like crap?
No, but it's often rainy and wet and cold and miserable in the spring and the late fall. So it just felt like any other day. I was just outside getting some air, letting the dog out.
Robert says, what the hell? Robert's a long-time investigator too. And any of Christina, any of you other investigators out there, go ahead, put your comments in. We need you guys to help us while we work on this case.
The funny thing, if she had not said that it was raining, one, and if we hadn't known that, the time of year and that it's not daytime, it's nighttime and it's raining, I swear it looks like grasshoppers flying through. But that would not be, if it was the South, I would say all day long that's grasshoppers flying through at night, but it's not in the South and it's raining.
That's what made me wonder. I don't see the shapes because of a trail. That's what gets me.
No, but I'd see I swear what looks like legs. That's why I leaned towards fairies. Like, is that legs?
I mean, very well possible.
That was like wild.
Okay, you know what?
That was wild.
I'm leaning towards fairy on both, or something elemental.
Yeah, I've just been taking some classes on elemental, so I feel like I know enough to be dangerous. But especially that second one, it almost looked like a little fairy army taking off.
And I'm not sure if it could be from Germany. So let's say they came from Germany with tree grafts, planted orchards. They would bless it with, whatever faith and stuff they would bless the orchards, and
Right.
they could have, brought something with them,
So they,
elemental, watch over
Well,
the
even the
orchard.
Native Americans were known to, you know, because of what their belief system is and their ceremonies, they are known to have created some elementals that guard the land as well and people.
yep, absolutely. So is Finland. I mean,
Mhm.
all up and down. I mean, it's really intriguing. Especially, I'm learning more and more about the Shenandoah and Appalachia, and I'm going, wow.
Yeah, that's where I need to dive in more, so since of personal history. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially with you, right?
yeah,
Rob has a very good point, and this is if you don't have the answer, we can get into that. Do you know the parallel point on which you're at by chance, Michelle, or do you know if there's ley lines near you?
I do not, but I'll find out.
Yeah.
Good question, Robert, because I will find out.
I think that is a great question, and Rob, I appreciate you popping in and asking us about that. Let me bring up this. Let me bring it back up because there's one more part that I wanted y'all to see, and then we will do our final draw for the night. Um, let me get it here. This is
by the
this
way,
is
awesome chimes.
yeah, I know, right?
I have so many. They are
That's
really peaceful.
these are about to come into play. That's why I'm glad you
Well, I was
said
going
it.
to say that with the chimes as well, like any kind of outdoor spirit loves chimes.
Mhm.
I believe they do. And I do kind of believe they're watching over my little area here because I have cleaned it up and
Hmm.
planted more flowers. So I think they like it. I think they like that I'm here.
I would agree with you at this point, and I'm going to tell you a couple reasons why. So I'm going to pause that real quick, and we'll
And
talk.
nothing outside, everything outside feels like peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Like it feels very harmonious to me.
I concur. I totally concur on that one. Um, the first thing I noticed was we've got to take several things out of contents, and this is what I'm talking about. The wind chimes are awesome to be there because they're helping us know wind velocity,
Mhm.
if there's wind going on, the intake. Thanks, Rob. So we notice those chimes are not moving. It's a gentle breeze, if anything. So that kind of takes us a few things out of the picture. Uh, and that's on all three chimes, not just one, not two, not three, all three of them. So that gives us a good basis. We know that there probably, most likely, was not any form of aerial formed objects that could have been passed on, even spider webs. So I'm debunking myself. Look at that. Okay. Okay. So that's intriguing. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is if you watch the ending of this, they separate and go two different directions.
Hmm.
At the end, and this is not leading, so I'm going to bring it back up just a second. They go like this. So they split. So watch.
Oh, amazing.
Yep. Let me bring
They
it up in
start
this.
from two different points and then separate. Okay, I'll
Yep.
check that out.
Check this out. It's right here.
Yep.
Right there.
Right
So
there. Okay.
right there. Yep. So
Okay.
that is awesome.
Good
This
catch.
is,
Yeah.
this is great for the the first ace sharing. Wow.
Right.
It's more than anticipated that we will be working with tonight.
Yeah.
Uh, Robert says, I picked up on that too, Rhonda. Very peaceful. And I
Yeah.
agree
I
with
think
you.
I would love to be out on your patio just chilling with them.
Now, with what she's saying, with what Robert's saying, with what I'm observing and taking down, it feels like almost, and even in the last year since we talked with you last, your energy's different. it feels like the energy there is better and brighter and stronger. Just
I believe it is. Yeah, I believe I've grown and yeah, kind of evolved with what's going on here. So yeah, I mean, I could up and move, but I don't think that's going to do any good. I need to have more answers, like, you know, what's going on here. And it's actually a great place and affordable. I mean, there's a few things that need changed. It more has to do with the landlord and neighbors, not so much the energy, it's the living that are the problem. So, but it's a great place, and rent is super high right now, so it makes it, you know, pretty tough. But my dog likes it, my cat likes it, so yeah, I'm good.
Your
Well, I mean,
energy's
you
good.
kind of learned how to live in peace with what you're dealing with. I think you and the spirits and the entities have all come into like a understanding of each other. So I think even when they're cross with you, they're just being cross. I don't feel like it's right now anyway. Who knows what you'll get captured, but it feels like there's that mutual understanding of boundaries being set. Maybe some of the spirits don't like boundaries, but it seems like you're much more in a peaceful place with it. So that's really good.
I like these
Ex-
deductions that we're getting.
Exactly. I love that. And also, they're not going to take my peace. I've already, yeah, you can't have my soul, you can't have my peace.
You
Yeah,
set
there's
some
only one
boundaries.
person that has authority here, and that's, you know, the God I believe in, and Jesus Christ. So, that's the only one that has authority and the power here. So,
Yep.
Amen to that one.
yeah,
Amen to that one. Oh yeah. So let's get our final deduction and
Let's do it.
conclusion in this real quick. Um, I agree with Rhonda 100% on that. She's better at that than I am. I just dabble, if you will. Um, okay, I'm bringing it in for you because we've talked about this the first time.
Amen. If anything we're doing it, you're doggone sure good.
I'll give you that, Rob. Well done. Um, I'm shocked because it's not very often that I can go into a place and rebuttal and eat some crow. Uh, I'm going to
He's not wrong.
no. I'm gonna say it right now. I can eat some crow in this case. I down the line I was like, oh, it's just dust, you know, it's this, and I'm not there. Hey, Mish, we're missing you.
Well, I mean,
Um,
but in defense of that, we were giving X amount, and now we're seeing more of the same, but we're seeing them from different angles. We're seeing different, you know. Even I was like, "Is that a spider web?" Like,
yeah.
but now you see something different.
Well, let's do this power deduction because I agree with you on this one, so we can get this wrapped up. Now, our attempt to do next is to have PDX join us on air,
Yay!
and we
oh,
all
that'd be great.
and have a really good conversation so we could bring all of our evidence together. At this time, Michelle, what do you feel? And then let's move into what can we do to help you a little bit more on our end? Is there anything you need from us?
No, just keep following my story and see what I capture and document next.
Yeah,
With PDX Paranormal, she has a lot more experience than me and some great equipment. So I'm excited to use more equipment and see what else we can, you know, get some answers here
you
and
know the
find
funny
out
thing
a
is
little
when
more.
you were talking about that door in the closet, my first thought was they need to do an SD session there by those doors. Like
Yes.
if you're feeling froggy, get in the don't shut the door, but like sit in the closet and just see what it is you're picking up.
Yeah,
Ah, good idea. We will
Yeah,
get that done. Yes, we're
try.
gonna try all kinds of stuff. And overnight when it's most active. So, and it kind of seems like they might have to warm up to someone else. So it might take 2 or 3 investigations, like you
absolutely.
said, because they don't seem real welcoming. So sometimes, you know, she'll have to come over a couple times. So I'm
Oh,
looking forward
absolutely.
to, yeah.
Well, Michelle, we really look to spending more time with you. We thank you for coming on the Wilfong apartment place. We're looking forward to what we can produce for you. And we thank you so much. We absolutely adore you. And thank you for coming out.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's been a journey.
Yeah, I like that word. I always have. Journey, because that's what we
Yes.
are as travelers. So, on
Yes,
that,
we are.
Michelle, we thank you adieu, and we'll touch base with you very soon, love.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Now,
Cool.
this is a new part of the show is our conclusion. This is where Rhonda and I get a chance to talk, discuss our thoughts, and close the show out. Again, I'm going to say I definitely am eating crow on this one. I was not expecting to come across what I did, and I'm glad I did what I did today. I didn't open the package till it was time.
Well, yeah, there is a beauty in seeing it right before or during. Um, I'm even more intrigued now.
It feels like a little bit of a hook. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, you're right. I love Michelle's energy. It's better than what it was. It's so bright right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
It's
remember,
just
but
adorable.
yeah, it was kind of the last we were with her. It was good, but it felt like she had something going on, some physical illness or sickness, maybe. Where this time she was powerful and strong and very forward. And I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's great there. I'm going to agree with you on the outside as well. I think there is possibly some Fey. If it's not Fey, then it's
It's something.
transdimensional.
Yes. It's definitely it's definitely something.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't wait to get into that apartment a little bit more. Hopefully, PDX Paranormal, shameless plug,
Yeah.
will be able to bring us some more to the table and let us know their findings as we work together with them and we deliver this case to you, travelers. Michelle is a traveler, and she wanted to do this. She really wanted to put this on as a special thing, and that's what we're doing. Now, check her out on any other podcast. She's been on a few podcasts. She's
yeah.
an amazing woman. She's great to talk to.
Yes. Yes.
So, on that one, Miss Rhonda, I'm going to bid you an adieu, if you
Yeah,
will.
next week.
Till next week, travelers, continue. Keep your eyes vigilant, keep your mind vigilant. Watch what's going on, but vigilant to yourself too.
Yeah.
May virtue be yours. We'll see you on the other side.
Good night, everyone.